92.5. Jennifer Nettles, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
So how you been? You've been so busy. You got so much going on.
I have been so crazy busy. I've got obviously a lot of creation, we'll say, has been happening over the past year. I have a newborn. Well, not a newborn now, but an 8-month-old, and and a new album coming out. So lots of creating.
Talk about Magnus for a few seconds. Like, where'd the name come from?
It came from actually Sugarland. We did a show called CNN Heroes several years ago, and one of the nominees for that show that was on the show was a gentleman from Scotland, and his name was Magnus. And when I heard it, I thought that my husband would really like that, and we had talked about, you know how you dream and talk about if you have children, baby names. I knew he would really like that, and I loved it. It sounded different and it sounded strong, and so I told him, I said, what do you think about if we ever have a son? And he said, I love it. So it was always top on the list.
More children in the future?
I don't know. He's 8 months old, so it feels early to be thinking about that. I'm open to it, but I don't want to say like yes definitely or no definitely.
I have friends that went they had the baby and then next year another baby, and they had 4, and then they went. Ours are set. My wife and I are 7 years apart, and it works out great. The big brother was fantastic.
I think everybody does it differently, and I think you just the more intense times, the first couple of years, everybody gets through it as best they can, and if you have one or if you have two, I think it's crazy regardless.
That's cool. And now, of course, you got new music you're working on. That Girl is the new
music.
Single.
Yep, That Girl's the new single.
What's the name of the album?
We're withholding that. Yes,
that's big top secret stuff right
now.
Big,
yes, clearly.
Nobody can say.
That's right.
Any of the like Sugarland? Any of the people from the band in this one, or is this totally a whole new project?
A whole new project, Don. I really wanted. I think if your solo stuff sounds just like your ensemble stuff, I think that you should. What's the point? You should just keep doing that. And I love the intention of Sugarland. I love the sound of it, but I wanted to do something different. I think it's really easy as an artist when you get under the magnifying glass of success. I think you can become a caricature, and I didn't want that. Not only for myself, I didn't want it for Sugarland either. And I thought, you know what? I want to do something different that sounds different and that shows my fans a different side of myself that's more intimate and personal to me.
And it's not what you would expect. It's
no.
It's a lot different. Now, talk
I
about
like
the
influences. I like to keep everybody guessing.
But,
surprises.
That's great, though. I think it works to your advantage.
Thank you.
So, what are the different influences that you're using in the music now?
Well, on this album, it speaks to my roots a whole lot. So you'll hear country, of course, but you'll also hear influences of gospel. You'll hear influences of 70s radio, of singer-songwriter stuff too. So all of that is peppered into the sound.
When's the CD coming out?
January is what they're predicting right now that they're going to.
Do you want it before Christmas?
I do. Yes, I was, just because I'm so excited about it and I'm ready to get it, into the hands of the fans. So we'll see.
How about touring with it? You're going to be out doing tours?
Yep. Planning to go out in February of next year to support it. Yeah.
Very good.
Starting in February.
Are you going to team up with somebody? Are you going to do small places yourself?
At first, I want to do smaller places. I obviously may have someone else on the bill, but I think this music is so intimate and pointedly so. It's intended to be that I want to do like theaters and have it feel really special and intimate in that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
We've got somebody sent me a note.
Let's see.
I have it here too.
What you got?
Jennifer Nettles and Michelle, my wife, from this guy, performed together in high school in a 4-H group called Clovers and Company.
Yes.
Michelle Toole.
Yes, I know Michelle Toole. Yes.
See that?
Who was that?
That's her husband.
Oh, you're friends with Oh yeah, she is lovely. Yeah, I was in Clovers and Company, and it's a performing arts troupe through 4-H in Georgia, and I was in it from the time I was in the 6th grade to when I graduated. So yeah, that's awesome. Tell Michelle hello. That's awesome. So cool. Hi Michelle.
When you're driving around and you got the windows down and you're listening to not Jennifer Nettles, not Sugarland, anything like that, what's the most embarrassing song that you have in your car? Like if somebody else drove up, you go, uh-oh, roll up the windows. Like, do you have something that right now you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I love that still?
You know what? No, I don't. I never feel really like I don't feel I have like things are guilty pleasures. I don't really feel guilty about music because there's so many different kinds of music and so many different intentions.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll rock Blurred Lines right now like
Yeah.
the rest of us. Because it's fun, and sometimes you want to listen to stuff because it's fun, and sometimes you want to listen to things because it moves you emotionally. So I think there's room for all of that. Yeah, I don't have any too many skeletons in the music closet.
Go. And one more question has nothing to do with anything. When you were a kid growing up, favorite food your mom used to cook for you?
Wow. Well, cube steak and rice and tomato gravy.
Well, that's a new one on me. What is it?
Rice and tomato gravy. It's a southern thing. It's rice and then it's like stewed tomatoes, but made into sort of a gravy.
Is it something you still eat, or no? Is it you've?
Yeah, no. If she makes it, I'll eat it.
You're there?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Don.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thanks so much.
Bye bye.
Awesome.